Welcome back to Community Wealth, everybody. So, out of the $15 generals I completed, they accepted 12. Now, of the 3 that they didn't approve, they did send me an email and showed me what I did wrong. So with these apps, they'll tell you exactly what you did wrong when they don't approve it. And it's very simple. It's usually something very simple. With this, out of the 3 they didn't approve, it was because I didn't take a picture of the lead-in candy from the beginning of the aisle. I took it in the middle of the aisle, from the other side. They wanted the lead-in, the side that's by the cash registers, right after the end cap. So they sent a picture of everything. They'll tell you and they'll show you. So they'll say, okay, this is what you did wrong. This is what we need. And even in the app, as you go along, when you're doing the job, they show you examples of everything. So it's pretty much self-explanatory. It's very thorough in what they do, so you can do it correctly. When you do it wrong, they actually give you a chance to do it correctly. So they accepted 12. So I did 12 right. I just didn't do 3 of them right because of the lead-in candy. It is probably because I know, well, it was because of the angles and everything like that, and plus people was in the store or whatever, so I had to kind of like do it. But now I know, so I just, wait my time. So it might take longer than 10 minutes. If somebody in the aisle, it might take 15 minutes. So you want to wait for them to get out the aisle. You know what I'm saying? So you can do what you need to do. All right. Also, the day before the $15 general, I did $2 generals. And one of them, they denied one of those because I didn't do the extra promo tags. I just did the one tag that they asked for, the $5, and I said they didn't have the other ones, but they showed it to me and it was on the actual boxes. So it had like a $3 tag on a box, talking about a $3 promo. I think it was you buy 3, get $3 off or something like that. Then it had another one where it was spend $9 to get $3 off. So they had other promos. I just didn't pay attention to that. So you have to pay attention to what they're asking for. They're very thorough, and you just have to pay attention. But it's simple. It's nothing hard at all. You see, I did get approved for 12 of them. All right. And so now I went out and did 14. I completed 14 the next day. All right. And at the end of that, I did a CVS from another app I take photos on, and that was $12. So I rounded out with a CVS, which is taking photos. It took another 5 to 10 minutes. Boom, I knocked that out and got $12 for that. So let's go to these 14. You see it right here, 32, got approved. That's where I'm at. Now I did 14 more. All right, so I'm gonna go through the pictures again for those who didn't see it. When I did the $15 general video, I completed 14, and we're gonna go through it again. So again, what I look for is how many points. I look at how many jobs are available. So I see the points, what I got to do for those points, how many jobs are available. So remember, if it's Dollar General, CVS, Family Dollar, Dollar Tree, anything like that, Walgreens, you're going to be working all day. Walmart as well. If you see Walmart, you might as well just know you're going to be doing all the Walmarts. Any grocery stores, you know you can do all of those. So I look at this. It's going to take 5 to 10 minutes. Look at the time involved. And they literally only 5 to 10 minutes. Like I said, if somebody in the hour, it might take 15 minutes. All right. 2 to 8 photos. I only did about 6. And then 6 to 13 questions. And as y'all are going to see, these questions are very simple. All right. So let's get into it. So you're going to walk in the store. Boom. You walk right over to the Easter aisle. Take the picture of the entrance. All right. Of the aisle. Go from the other side of the aisle. Make sure you got the candy from another angle. Okay. I'm going to ask you which one caught your attention. I chose that. I usually either chose these or the Russell Stover. Sometimes I chose the Reese's, but Russell Stover, just because of the packaging. The packaging is like shiny and it stands out. All right. So then we go to the next one. What about the packaging? There it is, eye-catching, and all these are multiple choice. All right. Then you got to capture the lead photo. Remember, the lead photo of the candy is where the aisle begins right after the end cap on the side by the register. All right. So it's right after the end cap. You lead into the candy. That's the side by the register. Okay. And describe about this candy section, low stock, blah, blah, blah. Like I say, in the last video, I'm going to explain what I did here. So right here, I explained what else I saw. I'm just thorough like that. You don't have to do that. I just put in other, and I wrote this in there. As I here, I wouldn't necessarily say low stock. They have a much smaller selection section of Easter candy than most other stores. All right, every store is going to be different. All right, but I'm just going over this again because these are the ones, the screenshots that I already got up. Okay, say which products are being sold. Whatever you see, boom, 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 boom. All this multiple choice. Which ones are in stock? Pretty much, if you see it being sold, those are the ones that's in stock. Boom, boom, boom. Are there any saved $5 tags? Okay, yes. There were 7 of them. All right. Okay. Any damage to any of the tags? No. Capture it. Bam. That's the $5 tag. Okay. How many of the different promos? Remember, I told you they did not because I didn't see the other promos. So now I remember. Boom. I just got to see the other promos. So I say there was one other promo. And that's right here. That was on the box. This is the one that was on the box. All right. Save $3 when you buy such and such. All right. I can't really see it, but that's the one they want to close up at that. And then did you encounter any other issues? Yes. Sometimes you say no if you didn't really count any issue. Like I say, I'm thorough. So I'm going to explain, okay, because of the aisle was narrow or whatever, I had a bad angle on a lead candy photo. All right. And then that's it. That's it to it. That's all to it. All right. Then you go to this. Candy Dash mission submitted successfully, and you will see something like this. This is in the last video as well. Again, these are the same screenshots I had up before, all right? But I did 14 of them, right? On the next day, I did 15 the day before, and I did 14, okay? So this is what you will see, something like that, all right? So now you see my 14, okay? Check this out. They approved all of them, okay? They approved all of them. Now I'm sitting on 206, all right? And remember, I told you, I only did 14, so I rounded out with one from CVS, and here it is from CVS. There it is, $12 at CVS from the other app, all right? So, again, these are all, we just going in there taking pictures. They take no longer than 5, I'll say maybe maximum 15 minutes max, all right? That's the maximum. That's because you might be busy or something. 5 to 10 minutes, you get in there, knock out these photos. Remember, this is the other app. This is $12 on the other app, okay? So, now let's go back to it. All right, so you see it here. Candy mission approved, 425, bonuses, boom, boom. So you see the date, so you know I'm not lying, all right? Now, remember I explained to you about the whole Be a General thing. So here it is right here, Be a General, 750. I hit the newbie threshold. That's 500, it's the newbie 4. So my 4th time being a newbie, they got one more. They're going to give me $20 called a newbie 5. They get $20 once I hit that one. This was newbie 4 at 5, Be a General 750. They actually paid me for another one for distance. I think it was like, I think that was maybe like $6, something like that for distance. They paid it for that as well. So did that, and this is what I got now. So this is total now with the bonuses. $218.50. $218.50. This was probably the easiest $200 I made in a while. All right. Promise you, this is probably the easiest $200 I made in a while. All right. So altogether with approved missions, I did 46 of them. Okay. 46 missions. All right. And 29 of them were Dollar General just in the past 2 days. So I actually totally did $30 Generals, because I told I did one before I got the 9, so I did $30 Generals. 4 of them I had to redo. So I did $30 Generals all together. All right. Stuff is real easy. Look at that. See, there's the bonus right there. There's other bonus. This stuff is real easy. Okay. There's nothing hard about it. I mean, this is just, I mean, simple stuff. You get in here, you go there, you take photos, 5-10 minutes, and you out of there. All right. So download the Mystery Shopping Dollars Guide. Let's get some money, get out here, take these pictures, and get paid, all right? It's very simple. This is easy stuff. This is easy stuff. As y'all can see, I'm making money out here. Look at that. It's $200. $200 in a couple of days. Then also this is the other app. Look at that. Look at that. $12. This took about 5 to 10 minutes as well. $12, all right? You see all this here? This is another app. This is the other app I'm on. All right, so together, I'm at what, almost $1,000 with just those 2 apps. And I actually got other apps that I use. I'm just showing you these 2, because these are the 2 that I did for those 2 days. All right, so in 2 days, I made over $240 in 2 days. All right, about $250 in 2 days. This is easy stuff. Download the Mystery Shopping Dollars Guide, and let's get out here and get this money taking these pictures. All right, see you in the next video.